Hi, this is the speaking test for International English Language Testing System. My name is Vikas Sharma. I am going to be your IELTS test examiner today. This test is being recorded for quality and evaluation purpose. Today is 15th of July 2024. The candidate is Tushar Bansal. The center is Kurukshetra, Haryana. The center number is 193434. This test is being recorded for quality and evaluation purpose. Hi.
Hello.
May I know your full name, please?
Well, my full name is Tushar Bansal. You can call me Tushar.
Tushar, can I have your ID, please?
Definitely, yes.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much. Tushar, in this first part for IELTS speaking, I will be asking you some questions about yourself, and most of them are personal. So, do you work or study?
Well, I am a student. Recently, I have completed my senior secondary education, and nowadays I am working on my communication skills. So, I am a student.
And Tushar, where are you from?
I belong to Kurukshetra. It is a religious town with many cultural and historical aspects.
And do you like living here?
Well, definitely, yes, I like to live here because it requires all the basic facilities that a city must hold. Besides this, it's a great place to live in because I have been upgraded here for 17 years and it also has various facilities.
Do you plan to live here in future?
No, I would not plan to live in here in future because I have planned to study further in foreign country. So I would like to live in the foreign country so that I can ensure a luxurious lifestyle.
Tushar, let's talk about internet. So, when did you start using the internet?
Well, I was start using the internet from the beginning, but in the face of COVID-19, I started using the internet very often because I was heavily reliant on the internet for various purposes. The basic was to inculcate the knowledge about the academic content because I want to learn various things because there was no such schools at that particular time. So I want to learn some things from that.
How often do you go online?
Well, as I'm an academic student, I used to go internet at online at various times. First of all, whenever I want to search about the academic content. Beside this, it is a great source of entertainment. I used to scroll the reels on social media apps like the Facebook and Instagram. So I very often go to the internet.
How does the internet influence people?
Well, I believe that internet has both positive and negative drawbacks as well as the repercussions. If I talk about the positive sides, it has various advantages like that internet is a great source of information. An individual can learn various things from that. Besides this, it also ensures the entertainment purpose also because there are various films and series that are available on internet. If I talk about the darker side, it has several disadvantages also. It acts as a source of distraction as children use internet for various purposes like for academic content, but due to distractions they get attracted toward the social media apps, so it's a great distraction point for the children.
Do you think you spend too much time online?
Well, yes, I spend too much time on internet because I usually go on internet for various purposes. First of all is the academic pressure. As I'm a student, I have academic pressure of various things. So I usually search about the academic content so that I can resolve my problem easily. Besides this, I usually go online for the entertainment purpose as I'm engaged in monotonous and mundane routine. So in order to relax from that routine, I usually go to internet so that I can watch various reels and scroll them and de-stress from my schedule.
Let's talk about ebooks. Which do you prefer, ebooks or paper books?
Well, I prefer both. If I talk about the ebooks, I usually prepare various contents from the ebooks because there are several benefits of ebooks. As ebook ensures the portability, whenever I used to travel, I take the ebooks with me so that my traveling has a great experience. Besides this, the durability of ebooks is a great thing as the paper books requires to be more maintenance, but such ebooks can be stored in the drives of the phone. On the contrary, if I talk about the usage of paper books, I usually use the paper books in my classrooms because there were no such access of technological gadgets in that classroom. So I usually prepare from my paper books at that time.
When do you usually read online?
Well, there are several moments. First of all, when I travel, I used to read the book so that I can have a great experience over the journey. Beside this, in my leisure time, I do various activities, and one of them is the reading the online books because it helps me to inculcate various knowledge about the different aspects of the academic content. Beside this, it also helps me to de-stress from my schedule.
Will you read more online in the future?
Definitely, yes. I believe that we should be molded according to the future, and in the future, the ebooks are being getting prevail more, and it has several advantages also because it doesn't need to carry such large, huge textbooks, and it can be easily stored in the technical gadgets like the mobiles and tablets. So I would prefer to read it. Beside this, I'm great fond of reading the books. I would prefer ebooks because I can study it at various places like at my home also, or whether I would travel anywhere.
Do you think paper books will disappear in future?
Well, we can say that the fashion of paper book will get slow, but it would not completely diminish from the future because paper book also has its several advantages. If I talk about, there are several individuals who are reluctant on paper books for their medium of education. Beside this, the another reason is that the and more individuals have no such access to technological gadgets. If I talk about the people living in the remote areas, they are not such access to technology, so they rely on the paper books for their medium of education.
Well, that's the end of part 1 for IELTS speaking. In part 2, I am going to give you a topic to speak upon. You have to speak on this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. You can make notes if you wish to. And here is your paper and pencil. You have to talk about an indoor or outdoor place where it is easy for you to study. Well, you may begin speaking now.
Well, I would like to begin by saying that every place has its own significance. If an individual wants to worship the god, then definitely he would go to temple. And if an individual wants to help God to want to have a health treatment, definitely he would went to the hospital. Here, if I talk about a place that is the most suitable for getting the education, is none other than the library. It's a great source of information because it holds various books and individuals can inculcate various things from that. First of all, if I talk about library, it is located in my school as well as the place that is nearby my house. Whenever in my school time hours, I used to visit it there because there is a vast source of information over there. Beside this, if I talk about after the schools, I used to visit in the university which is located nearby my house. Well, there are several advantages of learning in the library. First of all is the peaceful and serene environment over there. There is a calm environment and individual can easily learn and adapt that situation. Beside this, if I talk about the limitations that are being offered at the house, is the distraction is the major reason that I went for the studying in the library because at my home there are my siblings which creates a lot of noise that resist me to study at home, so I went for library for studying. And there are some several advantages of studying the in the library. First of all, there are various professors and the teachers. Whenever I used to get any doubt, I went for them and they easily resolve my
Well,
problem.
thank you so much. Can I have the pencil and paper back? Thank you. Well, in the last part for IELTS speaking, we will discuss some general questions about the topic you just spoke upon. So you spoke about a place where you like to study. So what are the differences between learning face to face with teachers and learning by yourself?
Well, I think a huge difference could be noticed. If I talk about while we are learning face to face, we can inculcate various things from the teachers and the knowledge. As we are when we are learning face to face, there is no such chances of distractions because teachers ensures a positive decorum over the working place. Beside this, I felt that we can get instant feedbacks from the teachers. As we have any doubt, the teachers can also tell us about our weak points and the positives. On the contrary, if I talk about learning ourselves has its own several advantages. If we learn ourselves, there are several advantages like that we can self-analyze our performance. If we learn ourselves, we can definitely look out where we are standing. Beside this, it avoids.
Well, do you prefer to study at home or study in other places?
Well, it totally depends on the situation. When it's related to the academic syllabus, I would like to study at my home because my home ensures a comfortability so that I can study at my home. Beside this, at my home, there are flexible hours according to my choices and preferences. I would study. But on the contrary, if I talk about while studying outside, I would prefer to study at my friend's house. We usually study about the various projects that are being assigned to us. Beside this, studying in the with the friends have its own advantages.
Let's talk about noisy places. So, do most people like to study in noisy places?
Definitely no, individuals doesn't want to prefer to study in noisy places because noisy places are a great source of distraction, and individuals want to concentrate on their studies. For concentration of studies, a peaceful and serene environment is the must requirement. So in order to meet that requirement, individuals avoid to study in the noisy places. Although it is generally observed that the individuals who study in the noisy places doesn't get good marks in their academics because of the immense pressure of their surroundings. So a surrounding plays a great role in the individual's study. So I believe that studying in the quiet place is quite good too.
What are the benefits of gaining work experience while studying?
Well, I guess that there are a couple of them. First of all, I talk about the financial stability. When individuals work at the time of learning, then definitely they get the stipend from the company, which from which they can meet their expenses like the
Well,
accommodation.
thank you so much. That's the end of your IELTS speaking test. Thank you.